More than 3,000 feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium, the Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the ACC, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Appalachian State's offense takes the field to start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him. Like this guy exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Going to the running game. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wilson to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wide open on the move. He has it on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, picked off. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone of the 19.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Wilson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. and they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the gun, the ground game. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Breeze. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances. 3rd downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Breeze. It's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the lone running back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He gets a block. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple of touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Using the quick game. Tackled, but he has a first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Mountaineers had this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Defensively, dude, I'm just thinking about so many things, and now you throw this in. Now you get the ball to a fast guy on the perimeter right away. That's not the running back, and I'm so dialed.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse, probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Let's go. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Purdue. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on...
And that pass is intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wilson to pass. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the stick.
Unleashes one deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Breeze. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Movement here from the tight end. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Oh, look out. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play. One of the most athletic players on the field.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, App State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They go to the counter. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Wide out in motion. He'll take it himself. He's out past the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Trying to get the corner. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. The Mountaineers will move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. Wilson will throw. He finds his man. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, App State.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. First down to start the drive after the break. Let's go! Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Right back to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. They want the edge on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles.